Morning. Today's the last day in Muscat. I'm gonna leave Muscat today. I'm gonna drive 200 kilometers down the coast to a small fishing village called Sur, which is rumored to be the home of Sinbad the Sailor. There's some interesting sights along the way that we're gonna stop at. I came here because it's a viewpoint and it's the last view I'll get of Muscat for at least a week. In the distance over there, it's quite early in the morning, is the Omani Gulf. And the city, as you can see, it's a very long city. It just stretches along the coast for miles and miles. And right now, here I am in the mountains. I wasn't sure what fuel my car took, and I wasn't sure how to open this, so it took me a while. Get closer to the town of Quiryat, the greenery at the side of the roads becomes more and more apparent. You can tell you're in a town by the amount of greenery there is. If you're not in a town, then it's just desert. Welcome to Quiryat, the village on the coast of Oman. I'm not sure what there is to do here actually. I just heard it's a fishing village. We'll find out. I hear there's a souk. I think we found the center of Quiryat, and this should be Quiryat Castle. And the souk is not far from here, so let's have a look. So this castle, it's not a very big castle, but a castle, was built by the wali, or the governor of Quiryat, and so he lived here. So a lot of the rooms you see here, they're rooms that you would see in a house. I'll show you some of them. Some things for making coffee. Coffee grinder. And some other things you need. This was supposedly the kitchen. So this would have been the countertop. That's the tower we saw at the seaside, Al Fort. And just now I was probably standing around here. This is a private entrance for ladies, or it was. I don't think they come in through this door still. I don't know why they have to come in so secretively. Apparently the main bedroom, and here, unlike Muscat, you don't really see this, but here you see a lot of the carpets on floors, like people sitting on carpets on floors, which I think is a very Middle Eastern thing, but you don't necessarily see it in the big cities. This I think is you go up to the top of the castle, to the second floor. To be honest, I don't know why you'd want to come up, because it's so sunny here. But I guess if you were actually using this place for fighting as a fort, this would be useful. But as a family home in the summer when it's 40 degrees and the sun is shining, this is not somewhere you want to be. I think I can go up to that tower. I'm not sure. Let me see. Oh well, okay. This wasn't just used as a residence. Holes that you can shoot cannons from at the photo shop outside. There's some places where you can put hot oil and honey onto your enemies. Hot honey. It's not something I've thought about before or imagined that people did. Be careful here not to knock my head. This is not designed for people who are as tall as me. That's the top of the tower. And that's Quiryat. So actually, after walking around this castle, I think it was worth it. The entry fee was 2 Rial, which is about $5, and I thought that was a bit much for a small castle, but it's all right. It's worth visiting, and there's 0 tourists here. There's nobody else here, so you have the place to yourself. Now that we're out of the big city, the music is suddenly Omani music. It's a bit more Middle Eastern than Dua Lipa. Hey. Hey. You've got to be careful of goats here. There's lots of goats just milling around by the side of the road. So, talking of things you randomly see by the roadside here in Oman, just now I saw some camels. I'm not sure if I got a good video. And now I saw some donkeys. And there's some sheep over there on the road too. Anyway, I need to stop getting distracted. I keep stopping for camels, for donkeys, for goats. I need to get moving. These houses are quite nice actually. The sea's over there. Living here would be... Mountains at the back is very good feng shui. Welcome to Bimmah Sinkhole. This, many years ago, a long time ago, would have been a cave, and then it collapsed in on itself. So now there's a giant hole in the middle of the earth, and they have a spring underneath which supplies it with water. In this water they have the fish that eat the dead skin off your feet, you know, like the ones you find in massage shops, Asian massage shops. Apparently they live in this water, so if I don't go swim, at the very least I can get a pedicure. The dead skin eating fish are in the water. So the ride is not very long. You can see the cars over there. The guy tells me, he says, today is going to rain, so you have to be careful. He says, you go in quick and you come out quick. It's not normal to rain, I think, in a place like this, in the desert, but it'd be interesting if it does rain. I think we have a hike, a few minutes hike, like maybe like 40 minutes, and then we'll get to the pools. So yeah, let's go. In this valley, in this wadi, there's enough water that people can grow things like papaya. There's papayas in the trees up there, and I assume bananas. You see there, here, these are bananas. So here is quite a unique place. If you wanted to grow stuff, this is the place to do it, because you're sheltered by the valley, you've got water, and you've got the Omani sun. I think here. Oh well, the boat guy was right. It's raining. It's raining in the middle of the desert. I don't know if it will rain a lot in a very short time, or if it will stop raining very quickly. We'll see. It didn't stop raining. It got worse, but it at least acclimatizes you to being wet. It's actually not that deep, but for now I've got to swim up. The sun is out. I think if we're lucky, we'll get a rainbow. I don't see one yet. when it's raining, they come out. This area here is really annoying. The bottom of the water is these rocks, and they're covered in moss. It makes them really slippery. It's also so shallow that you can't really swim properly. And up ahead, there's a cave. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, but once you get in there, it opens up. Let's go and try. You see the entrance up here. Nope, can't do that. I found a rock to stand on. I've got to psych myself up before going back. It's really narrow. So have 1 minute break and then go in, try again. Nope. Yeah, I think I'm not cut out for cave diving. I've watched too many YouTube videos about how things can go wrong. That's okay, swimming here is nice. I'll just swim. No cave diving. It's parts like this that are confusing. Because I'm sitting down. I can't stand up. Because the rocks I'm sitting on are covered in seaweed, moss, whatever you call it. So you kind of have to just scoot your bottom along to the next part where you can get out of the water. So I was looking for a tomb in the ancient city of Kalhat, and I got lost on a road that you really can't drive a car on. And this local guy picked me up, and he's now taking us to the tomb. Following him there. So Kalhat, historic city. I didn't know much about it, but it was visited by the famous traveller Ibn Battuta, and Marco Polo mentioned it in his writings. This tomb, you could see it from the road, but it's quite difficult to actually get to, and Google Maps won't take you there. So it's lucky that I found a local guy to tell me exactly how to get here. Finally here, it's the ancient mausoleum. This mausoleum was supposed to be built, I think, around the 1400s. So it's perhaps around 600 years old. Like I said, the history is murky. I think that's as close as I can get without jumping the wall, which I think would be in bad taste. Probably would have been quite an impressive building at one time. You can see why I saw it from the road. The road is just up here. So when you look down, you see this building. And just now, I got lost somewhere over there by the ocean. But this is quite some distance from the ocean. Yeah, so that was my little side quest to find an ancient mausoleum in the middle of nowhere. It's not the middle of nowhere, but in rural Oman, let's say that. One more thing I saw when I was walking back down from the mausoleum is this here. I don't know what this is, but it looks like the ruins of a house, some kind of building. I don't want to get too close because it's an archaeological site, but you can see piping going through here, and something that looks like it would run under the floor. I don't know for what though, for what purpose. I think I'll have to do more research about this place, but there's not really much available, especially about the tomb, online. There's a few mentions, but people don't seem to be sure.